The native people of this area, the Anishinaabe, were the first migrants to settle West Michigan in modern times. Newcomers, the people of this place, tells the story of the people who came after the Anishinaabe. This exhibit looks at the history of West Michigan through the lens of migration and ethnicity. It tells the story of the travelers who took a chance and established roots in this place. People leave their homes and travel to a new place for a wide variety of reasons. Some newcomers to West Michigan came by choice, seeking to start a new life or make a good living. Some immigrants left their homelands outside the United States in search of safety and freedom. Many escaped intolerable conditions such as hunger, poverty, political oppression, religious persecution, or war. However, there were some groups of immigrants who were forced to leave their homelands. Millions of Africans were captured and shipped all over the world to be sold as slaves. Many Africans were brought to America under brutal conditions and forced into slavery. These individuals played a large role in building this country. Slaves often migrated many times throughout their lives as a result of being bought or sold, or in an attempt to escape slavery. After slavery was abolished, some African Americans chose to seek homes outside of the South. Some of these migrants eventually settled in West Michigan. Everybody's experience and journey to arrive in this area was different. Some migrants were able to carry treasured objects with them to help in the transition to a new life. Some, however, arrived nearly empty-handed with only memories in their minds. By the middle of the 19th century, the English language, English common law, and the Protestant faith were the norm in West Michigan. Newcomers, whatever their ethnicity, were expected to conform quickly. In practice, integration was often slow and difficult. Some newcomers resisted assimilation, choosing to maintain behaviors and beliefs associated with their heritage, and faced discrimination. Many newcomers settled among neighbors who spoke the same language, practiced the same faith, and ate the same foods. These neighborhoods acted as much-needed support systems. But every support system has limitations. Many newcomers felt lonely and helpless and faced hostility from earlier settlers. While the majority of newcomers stayed, almost 1/3 returned home. Finding work is an important milestone in almost every newcomer's journey. Most immigrants accepted jobs radically different from those they'd done before migrating, some far beneath their abilities. Many newcomers found that working in a new culture transformed them personally. Workers had daily contact with folks of different ethnicities and found themselves feeling less like strangers when they went to work. In addition to maintaining families, founding neighborhoods, and gathering in workplaces, most ethnic groups also formed organizations to provide formal support soon after arriving in West Michigan. These support systems helped newcomers with learning the language, making friends, enjoying familiar food and drink, and finding housing and jobs. Even with help, migration is rarely easy. Everything is new to a newcomer. It takes time to learn the ways of a new world, and it takes even longer to be comfortable with a new life. In West Michigan, different ethnic groups have come together in the same place, but this doesn't mean that their traditions or identities must disappear. Some immigrant parents prefer for their children to adopt American customs as quickly as possible, while others choose the opposite, hoping to protect their traditions. This exhibit celebrates many of the traditions related to families, religion, food, and more. As large cities often do, Grand Rapids provides a concentrated version of the diversity of West Michigan. In Grand Rapids today, over 1 in 10 residents was born outside of the United States. These newcomers bring music, ideas, foods, hopes, and dreams that make Grand Rapids a complex and unique city. But even as migration has made West Michigan diverse, it has also caused pain for many of the newcomers who have journeyed here. Communities must work together to foster an atmosphere where differences are truly respected and supported. It is the responsibility of individuals in a community to meet strangers with kindness and respect, regardless of how they fit into cultural norms. Whether they arrived by stagecoach or by rail, in an automobile, a moving van, or a plane, newcomers have changed the culture of West Michigan forever. Thousands of different kinds of stories over hundreds of years are woven into the web that makes up West Michigan today.